This is my first time ever in Utah, so it's been, it's really been incredible. Everyone's been so nice. It's scary. It's almost like if Canada became a state. That's how I describe what's happening here. It's wonderful. It's very nice. I've been performing in Canada a lot lately. Wonderful people up there. They do have stereotypes about Americans. I'm not sure if you know that or not. They think we're dumb. I'm not sure if they're watching our news. That could be it. But I'm very nervous when I go up there. I don't want to be the stereotype. I'm extra cautious, and I just fall so short every time. Here's what you need to know about me. I only speak English. I would love to speak other languages, and sometimes my brain is like, you probably can. And that's not a good idea. I'm not sure if you guys have been to Canada before. Last time I went through customs, and they do what they always do at the border. They go, hello, bonjour. And this particular day, I just went, bonjour. And then they spoke a language that I assume was French. I don't know what they started saying. I just had to stop and go, ma'am, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to speak French. And she's like, why do you say bonjour? I'm like, can we just start over again? Is that possible? I don't know. Is there a French word for mulligan? How'd they call that right about now? That's Lee Mulligan? I don't know. Lee sounds right. I just need constant approval from strangers. That's why I'm talking to you right now. I do. I want people to know that I'm trying to be a good person. And I triple thank you waved to someone the other day. You ever done that before? I was in traffic. Some guy was nice enough to let me merge over. So I do what I hope we all do. I do that little thank you wave in the rearview mirror. And he didn't do the universal like, hey, you're welcome. You seem like a great guy. He did that back to me. So I was like, well, that's a little weird, but probably he's checking his cell phone. That's probably what's going on. We're all guilty of that, but I don't want him to think that I was appreciative of what just happened, so I did another thank you wave again in the rearview mirror, and still nothing. I was like, dude, what is his problem? What is going on? I go, Matt, calm it down. The sun is starting to set right now. The glare is probably in his eyes. He can't see how great of a person you are. So then I actually rolled down my window, and I did a little thank you wave again. And then I looked back to see him mouth the words, okay. I'm like, all right. I didn't know if you saw it or not. You let me do that 3 times, huh? You let me do that 3 times. That's kind of on you at this point. I'm really bad at handshakes, too. I need to mention that. Terrible at handshakes. I don't know what's happening with me. I have like a 30% success rate when it comes to handshakes. Is anyone else really bad? Like, if you don't do business, I don't know what you're about to do. I'll make it weird. That's a Bergman guarantee. I had one a few months ago. This guy came up to me at a show. Really nice guy, big guy, though. He comes up, he's like, hey, man, great stuff. And he goes in, he goes like that. Which you guys all see with that. I'm like, that's business. I got that. That's an easy one. It wasn't. What he wanted to do was like, you've seen it before. It's like the smack with like the finger grab, the in for the half hug, the pat on the back. You guys know what I'm talking about? Oh, I was not ready for any of that. And people were watching. I was like, hey, what's up, man? So I'm like, that. Like, he did his thing. I did my thing. We just like fumbled around for a little bit. And I just started tickling the palm of his hand, right? Just tickle away. And then he went for the half hug, which happened so quickly, all I could do, I just gently put my head onto his pectoral muscle. I think I went limp for a little while. He had slowly patted me on the back, like, what do you do? Nothing. You can't do a thing. You sit there and you take it. That's what you do. And I would love to tell you guys how uncomfortable it was, but it felt wonderful. It felt wonderful. It felt so good. I felt safe for the first time in my life. You know, like it was like I was back in the womb. Wonderful. It's wonderful. Hey, did you guys know Dry Bar Comedy has their own app? Of course it is. 2019. You can download it right now and watch my whole special.